Great day, great people, and welcome back to the Kingdom Classroom. I'm your Kingdom Entrepreneurial Coach, Coach K, and in this module, we're going to talk about what you need to know and what you need to do in order to secure the business funding bag for your business. There are a bunch of folk out here talking about get your LLC, let me help you get your LLC, but nobody takes the time to tell you what to do once you have your LLC. And that's really what we're going to focus on today. We're going to focus on what you need to do in order to, listen to my language, effectively establish your corporate footprint so that financial institutions will deem your LLC to be lend worthy. That means worthy to be lended to. Now, I don't know everything about entrepreneurial development. I've been in the industry half my life, a little over 20 years. All right. Got a couple of relationships. And so what I did was I leaned on those relationships. And I called a bunch of underwriters at different financial institutions that lend to small businesses. And I asked them, what are the most consistent reasons why you deny someone business funding? And we came up with 18 dominant reasons why most underwriters at business financial institutions do not fund startup LLCs. And you know what we did? We reverse engineered that into a list of 18 things that every entrepreneur needs to do with a new LLC or existing LLC in order to establish their corporate footprint and be positioned to receive business funding. And then we tested it with my personal students in Urban Success University. And many of you seen them. They got Lamborghinis and Bentleys on Toro. They got properties in their LLC name or Airbnb. And we want to make sure that you understand that that's available to you. I do not believe that you can be a successful entrepreneur unless you're financially literate. And so when I was young, we had OPP. What's that? Well, don't you know? You know me. No, well, what's better than OPM for your business OPP than OPM? What's OPM, coach? Other people's money. Oh, well, what was OPP? Don't you worry about that, because I got something even better than OPM. What's that? TBM. What's TBM? The bank's money. And there is a ton of bank money to fund your business. I want to take a few brief moments, and there's no oversimplification by far. Inside the membership section, we're really going to dive into this. I'm really going to have the interactive mastermind where we walk through this, bronze members or above. But I want to make sure that your excuses are removed. I want to make sure that there is one body of work that you can go to that's at least going to give you a blueprint. And you can get the handout right here. You can download it. It's going to walk you through exactly what we're going to talk about. It's going to give you these 18 steps, all right, that you can walk through to establish your corporate footprint. And then I'm going to walk you through these net 30 accounts and phases. I got phase 1 going to be available to you right off the bat. I got phase 2 going to be available to you right after you get through phase 1. I got phase 3. And this is the phase where folks are getting lines of credit in their LLC. This is the phase where they're buying cars in their LLC. This is the phase where they're renting property in their LLC. And I'm going to talk to you about that process. But you can download and follow along with me in this conversation. I want to begin this conversation by really getting you to understand that even if you have incredible personal credit, it makes sense for you to walk through the steps that I'm going to walk you through to establish an independent business credit profile instead of personally guaranteeing your business line of credit. It just logically makes sense, because the reason that you got and established your LLC was to remove personal liability. And when you personally guarantee something associated with your business, you've now reattached personal liability to something that was structured so you wouldn't have personal liability. So it makes sense for you to take these extra 90 days and just get it all inside of the business. If you have horrible personal credit, it doesn't matter, because your LLC is a totally separate entity. I've got a client, student, who's going through a divorce and bankruptcy, and he just brought a new black SUV for his friggin' limousine business in his LLC name. I'm just saying what's possible, not to impress you, but to impress upon you that because God is no respecter of person, if he do it for any of these examples, he'll do it for you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, inside of the business credit space, there are some similarities and some differences than the personal credit space, and I'm going to address them and also dispel some myths. Inside of the personal credit space, there's three bureaus: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Well, in the business credit space, there's four reporting agencies. There's Experian still, Credit Safe, Equifax, and Dun Bradstreet. Now, I'm going to walk you through oversimplification, all four. Give my little take on them. Just my opinion. No endorsements. I believe Experian is the most open and accessible. You can easily buy your business report online, and there's really no fee for setting up your file. Experian Smart Business Reports, they're used by credit card companies, vendors, non-traditional lenders, banks. Just makes sense. Get them up to speed with who you are. Number two is Credit Safe. Now, Credit Safe is the largest worldwide business credit reporting agency. Even though it's relatively new to the U.S. market, it's still got already over 10, 15,000 different business credit providers that are utilizing their business reports in order to make approval decisions. You want to get approved, right? Cool. So it's probably in your best interest to update your profile with them as well. Experian. It allows business owners to purchase a copy of their reports online, but they just difficult as the son of a duck. Okay. Now that's just my opinion. All right. However, okay. All right. They there. So get it done. Your Dun Bradstreet number. Ladies and gentlemen, let me dispel this myth. Your EIN is important, but your EIN is not your business's social security number. It's how the IRS taxes and tracks your income. Now, I am not a tax professional, therefore this is not tax advice, but I'll tell you what I know about the IRS. Write it out for me, y'all. THEIRS. What does the IRS spells? Theirs. So, yeah, you keep letting the folk track everything. Let's move along. Let's move along. Let's move along. Your Dun Bradstreet number is the most crucial determinant of whether or not financial institutions will extend credit to your business, along with some conventional business lenders. Well, really, everybody is going to use your DNB in order to determine if they're going to extend to your business net 30 terms. And what net 30 terms? Landlords are going to use them to determine if they're going to approve office leases. Financial institutions are going to utilize them to determine if they're going to fund you buying cars in your business name. I mean, it just makes sense. I want to dispel any myths. I want to make sure that you're educated. In your personal credit space, your score goes from 300 to 850. And a score of 720, you consider grown. In the business credit space, your scores range from 100 to 0. A score of 80 being amazing. Going to walk you through a process, oversimplification by far, that's going to assist you with developing a good business credit score. Going to walk you through how to utilize these net 30s in just a moment. But what I want you to do is I want you to know that you can go to kingdommarketplace.com on your smartphone. You can scroll down, and when you get to my blogs, there's a blog that I just put up. Here it is right here. And you can click on it, and it's got my top 25 net 30 accounts. And why they're my top 25? You can go to Crown, and you get your electronics. You can get your, can you guys see this? Get your office supplies. You go to Creative Analytics, get your digital marketing. You can go to Office Gardener, get your kitchen appliances, your website design. You go to Business T-Shirt Club and get your T-shirts, your hats, your merch, quill, office supplies, so forth and so on. So just know that's there. Kind of give you all that hack so you can get my top 25 net 30s. So you can learn how to develop that 80 score. And all you're going to do is you're going to utilize phase one, pay them back on time, the way I'm going to tell you. Then that's going to establish a track record, and it's going to make tier 2 open up to you. And when you do that, then when you go through tier 1 and tier 2, it's going to open up tier 3 like that. Let's walk you through these 18 steps, simple steps that I believe you need to go through to effectively establish a corporate footprint. Now, you can take one day and get done all of these. When I provide them to you, it's going to remove the excuses. You know what they are? Let me define them. They're tools of the incompetent. They build monuments of nothingness. And those that use them seldom accomplish anything. All right? So we're going to remove the excuses. We're going to give you the information, oversimplification, but basic structure for you to establish your corporate footprint. And now you can never say, I got an LLC, but I don't know what to do with it. Okay? There'll be some people that are trying to sell you some courses or some a little bit upset about the fact that I gave you the sauce, but ain't nobody mad but the devil in them. Let's dive in and get you and your LLC fully functional so that we can move you to the next phase and utilize these net 30s and get you fully funded. First thing you need to do, these are going to sound simple, is come up with your business name. Number 2, determine where your business is going to be located. Do not. Now, you grow and you do what you want. I'm only advising you. But I would advise you to do not use your business address as your home address. Make it a commercial address. Put your home address into Google. You know what it do? It show your house. So put on the hat of an underwriter, attempting to determine if they're going to give you this $30,000 line of credit for your business. And it's in your house. Take $5 and get a virtual address. $20, get a virtual address at a local, little mailbox shop. Just simple hack. Apply for your LLC. Your Secretary of State, go to Ink File, I think the Kingdom business owners have a little service that'll assist you, whatever. Go to the IRS.gov and get your EIN. If you do not know, I mentioned earlier that you can download this handout, and it has all of these 18 steps in it, okay? So I'm not going to hold up the handout and walk you through the steps, all right? I'm going to talk you through the steps, and you can take the handout and get it done. It's free. Give me some effort. I got your back. I'm on your side. To get your EIN number, all you do is go to irs.gov, little search box in the top right corner, and put EIN. A little box going to pop up. Say, apply for your EIN. Click it. Toggle through. Give them the information they ask you for. Guess what? The IRS going to give you an EIN. I know, right? This stuff is so complicated. Next, you want your DUNS number, your DMV number. You know what you're going to do? You're going to go to www.dnb.com and get your DUNS number. Okay? Great. Next, you need a business logo. I know you got this whole idea of what your brand going to be like. You can rebrand later. Right now, we just want to secure the bag. Go to Fiverr. Okay? And it's some guy or some girl who's going to charge you $5 and give you a logo. Matter of fact, go to Bing, all right, and go to DALL-E and put in some prompts and use ChatGPT to develop a logo. But make a business logo. Number 7, get a business telephone number, not your cell phone. You want this underwriter to approve you for a $50,000 line of credit for your business, and you didn't even go to Grasshopper, you didn't even go to Ring Central, you didn't even go to any of these myriad of services online and pay $10 a month for a friggin' business phone number? Come on, you guys. See, when I talk to these underwriters about why they were killing deals, I was amazed. I said, I got to give my folks this sauce. Number 8, okay? Register your number that you just got with 411. It's free. You're going to listyourself.net, okay? Number 9, you need to develop a web presence. Can't tell the underwriter, go to my Instagram page or my business Facebook page. Y'all want to know a secret? Y'all want to know a secret? Your profile on the Kingdom Marketplace is its own individual webpage. Later, I'm going to talk to you about this little hack with your website address and the email. You can go to Google Business Domains. Well, it's Squarespace now. And you can spend $12. They'll give you a URL and an email address that you can forward to your profile on the Kingdom Marketplace. I'm just saying. Myriad of ways that you can develop a web presence. It doesn't have to be this interactive website. You just need to have a website that shows that you're legitimate. Number 10, business email. Well, I told you how to get number 10 when I told you how to get number 9, right? Google business profiles. And do me a favor. Do not use at Yahoo. For those of you who still got Yahoo. At AOL. At Google. You're a business. The underwriter understands it's $12. You want them to give you thousands of dollars of business funding, and you didn't invest $12 into a business email. It makes sense, right? But common sense ain't common, so we got to walk you through these things, all right? So do you have a checklist? Check, 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 check. Okay, let's go get them checks. I got your back. Number 11. One of the reasons that a lot of existing businesses do not get funding is because you have the wrong NAICS code associated with your business. You have no idea how many existing entrepreneurs come to me. Been in business year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, got everything they need, but got the wrong NAICS code because you don't even know it exists. You went to the bank when you were setting up your business banking and you let that person pick your code. And now the code they pick kicking you in the butt. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to be intentional about going to NAICS.com and picking the proper code for you and your business. In the membership section, I got some hacks right here. That's as far as I'm going to go in. Number 12, open a business bank account. All you got to take is everything you got. Your EIN, you got. You filed with the Secretary of State. Boom, business account. Number 13, personal hack. Freeze your personal credit. Okay? Once you have done these 13 steps, then you go to step 14, which is now we want to establish social media accounts for the business. Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page, so forth and so on. Okay? Number 15, add the business to Yelp. Step 16, add it to Google. I just did an entire module for y'all on how to set up your Google business profile. Number 18, add your business to Bing. Go to bingplaces.com. Number 18, I already talked about establish a domain name for your business. Okay? Once you do those simple 18 steps that we walk through, any of these net 30 lenders inside of phase 1, Quill, Granger, Uline, what do we got on phase 1? Business T-shirt club, Pitney Bowes. Some of y'all are driving Uber. Some of y'all just driving period. So you got BP, Business Solutions, gas card, A to B fuel card, bunch of those, tier 1. These companies are not going to give you money you go blow anywhere. But these are companies who have product and services that you will utilize in your business. And they will extend credit to you when they look and see that you are a properly established LLC with a real corporate footprint. We just walked through how simple that is. They'll be willing to extend credit to you in the form of what's called a net 30 account. Here's what you do. You wait 8 to 9 days so that the transaction that you just took place took place and or participated in with them is reported, and then you pay it off. You don't wait until 30 days. You wait for it to be reported, and then you pay it off early so you establish a track record of paying your business debts off early. Once you do that in tier 1, then you can go to tier 2. These are additional net 30s that may not lend to you just based on you having established your corporate footprint, but will lend to you when they see you have established your corporate footprint and you have individual module or established business accounts in your name. Then Honda Power Equipment, Caterpillar, Hertz Rent-A-Car, Amazon Net 55, Dell Business, Grubhub for business, Uber for business, Verizon business, Home Depot commercial, Office Depot, AT&T wireless. You know how you go inside of AutoZone, O'Reilly, they got the counter you going to, then they got that other counter over there. Do you know those folks are paying 70% cheaper than you are for the same thing? Now you go over there, net 30. Once you do the same thing, wait about 8 to 10 days so that those transactions are reported, then pay them off. You're establishing a track record of consistency. Now you're able to get to tier 3. Here's where we got the business credit cards, the business loans without the personal guarantee. This is where you start to get those commercial auto loans. I use and typically recommend alleys. Alleys typically look for 15 to 20 established business trade lines. That's why in tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, I gave you about 24, 25 or each. Once you've established that, you go on to their website. You go to dealers in your area, call them up, go look at a couple vehicles, find some that tickle your fancy, and sit down with the fleet sales, the corporate finance manager. Go, ladies, go ahead and get yourself all glammed up, right? Schedule some appointments at some of those luxury complexes, right? Walk through, all right? And go ahead and rent them units without a personal guarantee, okay? Now, I got some hacks if you want to use that, but it just makes sense when you understand how easy it is. It's not hard to get accessibility to business financing. I mean, God told you in Deuteronomy 8:18, it is him who has given you the ability to get wealth, not so you can be a hoarder of the information, all right? But so you can be a conduit. Proverbs, those are the words of wisdom written by the richest, wisest king, Solomon. Proverbs 23:23 says, buy the truth, but don't sell it. Pay the cost to get the information and then give it to those who need it. Listen, inside of the membership section, we're going to actually walk through how to get done each one of those steps. And you'll be able to tap into a mastermind of folks that are walking through it. There's a ton of stuff inside of the membership section of Kingdom Business Owners. How do I get there? Upgrade. And if you go bronze, supporting our students, if you go silver, if you go gold, if you go diamond, then you decided to sow into the lives of the female students of Urban Success University. So I want to sow into you a membership, a 1-year free membership to Kingdom Business Owners equal to what you supported our daughters. You cannot get a membership to Kingdom Business Owners unless it's a gift for you supporting our daughters. I love you almost as much as the Father. On behalf of the Father, this is your Kingdom Entrepreneurial Coach, Coach K. This is your Kingdom Classroom overview of what to do with your LLC after you get it and how to secure the business bag so you can fulfill the purpose on your life. I look forward, as always, in seeing you in the membership section or at an up-and-coming event. Always remember to have an amazing day on purpose because the Father made you amazing on purpose. Love y'all. Deuces.